Hello viewers, my name is Kuldeep Singh. Welcome to my YouTube channel Technical Skills. Guys, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe this channel and please do hit the bell icon for latest updates. Hello viewers, welcome again to another session of PLC training. In this session I will cover some more examples of PLC push buttons or latching. Before I start, I would like to tell you that if you are interested in PLC training, online or offline training, you can contact me on my number. The number is given in the description. Also, you can check the video. I have also shared my number in this video. You can call me or WhatsApp me for the training, for PLC training. If anybody is interested, he can or she can call me for training. Okay, this is the information that I want to share with you. Let's start the next session of PLC programming. So last time what I have left you with this question: when first push button is pressed, output A gets on. When second push button is pressed, output B gets on and output A gets off. When third push button is pressed again, then output B gets off and output A gets on. When stop push button is pressed, all outputs gets off. So this is the question. So what we will do is we will start step by step. Okay, we will just read the first line first, then we'll make it, then we'll go to second line and third line, like so. Okay, so let's go to the software. So first line is when first push button is pressed, output A gets on. So this much I have to make it. Okay, so I hope you are practicing these questions. I hope you are learning these questions. Practice and learn a lot so that you can compete with other students. So when first push button is pressed, I1:0.0/0, this is the first input. Okay, I can name it as first, so I can name it fun. Okay, so this is first. When first push button is pressed, output A gets on. Let's give the addressing A. Okay, so this is the output A, so I can name it here, because for latching I have to name it same as this output. Okay, so this is our first line. When first push button pressed, output A gets on. Correct. You can even check it whether it is latching or not, because it is taught several times to you, so you can check it. Force on, force off, force on, force off, because we are seeing that this is a push button, so we have to press and release. So you can say, as you can see, output A gets on. Okay, so next part is when second push button is pressed, output B gets on and output A gets off. Before doing this part and output A gets off, just do this part. When second push button is pressed, output B gets on. Okay, so you can do it on the next rung. Okay, just go offline, make same as the above rung. In first rung you can take an output, output B. Okay, so I1:0.0/1, so I can name it 2, second push button. Okay, output B gets on, O0:0.0/1, so you can name it B. So when the second push button is pressed, output B gets on. Same, you have to give address here as it is second output. Okay, when second push button pressed, output B gets on. So also it is written, then when second push button is pressed, output B gets on and output A gets off. So when this output gets on, this output should get off. Okay, so how I can break this circuit? Okay, I can break this circuit. See, I will explain you. When first push button is pressed, force on, force off, output A gets on. When second push button is pressed, when you press this, output B gets on. but output A should get off. So what you will do, you will take this push button, NC of this push button in here in this series of this input, okay, here. So whenever when you will press this, that button will break the circuit of output A and output A will get off. Okay, let's see how. When I will take NC, I can give addressing of second push button here, I1,0,0/1. Okay, so whenever I will force on this, this will automatically get forced on. See, when you press this input, force on, force off, when push button is pressed, it gets on. When you will force on this, see, this will become NC and this become NO, okay, because both are having the same addressing. See, this gets off, this will break this circuit, output A gets off. When you release, because the latch is broken, so it will not get on again automatically, so B gets on and output A gets off. Okay, so I think it's clear. When third push button is pressed, again notice, not again, when third push button pressed, then output B gets off and output A again gets on. The output A will again gets on because we are just stopping this output A, see here in the second line. So I have to make it on again when I press the third push button. When third button pressed, output B gets off. Now when third button pressed, output B gets off and output A gets on. So I don't have another output so that I can make it here. See, what I want to say is, what I see that the students make this mistake that they take this third push button here. Okay, so there is no other output. So how you will latch this third push button? If you will make it here, see, if I will take it here, this is, let's see, a third push button. If I will take a third push button, you will take another output, but there is no other output in the question. So you don't need to take it here. What you have to go with the question. The question is saying when third push button pressed, output B gets off. So like we have done here, when this push button is pressed, output A gets off because this is NC. Similarly, we can do it here. I can take NC over here. I can press here and take NC over here. See, I can take NC of third push button, I1:0.0/2. Okay, so I will take NC over here. So this push button, when I will press this will break the circuit of output B. When this will break the circuit of output B, then output B will get off. And now the another part is output A should again gets on. If I want to make this output A on, what I have to do is I have to give supply to output A. So I will take this another input in parallel, so this will having the addressing of this third push button. So third push button is just so this will just switch on, this will just pass the supply to output A again. So I don't have to take output A again in the third rung. I have to switch on this output again. So see whether it is working or not. Let's check. Okay, when force on, force off, when first push button pressed, output A gets on. Okay, when second push button is pressed, see, this will break this circuit, output A and output B gets on. Similarly, when output third push button is pressed, it will break this circuit and it will give supply to this circuit. Okay, see, when you will press this will break this circuit and the supply will be passed to output A. So it is as simple. Okay, and the last part is when stop push button is pressed, all output gets off. Okay, so what I have to take, stop push button. Stop push button, you can take NC over here and here you take like this. So you can give addressing I1:0.0/3. Okay, let's make it S for stop. Okay, so you can give same addressing over here also, I1:0.0/3. Okay, now your answer is complete, your logic is complete. So you can check the logic. When start push first push button pressed, output A gets on. When second push button is pressed, output B gets on, output A gets off. When third push button is pressed, output B gets off and output A again gets on. And when stop push button is pressed, all outputs gets off. Simple. You can also make it in a single rung. Okay, this is the solution of this question number 4. I can also make it in a single run. See how? I will just take 2 minutes more. Okay, you can make it like this. You can put it here, over here. You can use this here and see here, and you can take a parallel over here. Just you have to make this rung, this whole rung in parallel with this rung. Okay, so you don't need to have to take a 2 rungs. You can make it with a single stop button also. See, now it will work as similar as the previous one. When second push button is pressed, output B gets on, output A gets off. When third push button is pressed, output A again gets on, output B gets off. And there is a stop, single stop. Stop push button pressed, all outputs gets off. So this is simple. You have to go step by step, and you have to just check each step whether every step is working correctly or not. Okay, so this was the solution for 4th question. Let's go to the next question, question number 5. So this is the question: when first push button is pressed, output A, B gets on. When second push button is pressed, output A gets off and output C gets on. When stop push button is pressed, output gets off. So this is also a small question. So this also we will go step by step. When first push button is pressed, output A, B gets on. Okay, so we have 2 outputs, A and B, both gets on when first push button is pressed. Okay, so let's make it. Okay, I am deleting this solution. When first push button is pressed, I1 colon 0.0/1. So this is 0. So this is first push button. First push button is pressed, output A and B gets on. So I will take 2 outputs in parallel with each other. Okay, so both A and B, O0 colon 0.0/0. So this is A, let it be B. So this is 2 outputs. These are 2 outputs, A and B. So I will take latch. Let's see, I will take latch of output A. You can take it of A or B, any. You can take parallel. This latching you can do with A or B because both are in parallel, so it will work for both. Okay, you can check whether if you will take A or B, both will help in latching. Force on, force off. C. When first push button is pressed, output AB gets on. So this is simple. And second line is when second push button is pressed, output A gets off and output C gets on. Okay, when second push button is pressed, let's go for the not go for the off outputs, let's go for the on outputs. So when second push button is pressed, output C gets on. Okay, just leave this part for some time. When second push button is pressed, output C gets on. Okay, so you can make it on next run. Okay, when second push button is pressed, you can take another input. So this is the second input is pressed, output C gets on. Okay, so you have to take a latch for C also because that is also a push button, 0/2. So this is C. Okay, so this is output C. So you have to take same addressing over here to latch output C. Okay, so this is pretty much simple. Okay, so till now the question is simple. Okay, when first push button is pressed, both output C and B gets on. When second push pressed, output C gets on. But also it is written output A gets off. So output A should get off. Output A should get off. So what I have told you in the last question that I can take NC of this over here, so it will break the circuit. Okay, so if I will take NC of this input over here, see what happens. I1 colon 0.0/1. Okay, if I will take NC of this, that will definitely switch off output A. Force on, force off. See, AB gets on. When second push button is pressed, see, output C gets on, output A gets off, but also output B gets off because it is latching the both outputs A and B. So if I break this circuit, both output will get off. So what I will do, I just want to switch off output A, not output B. What is the solution? Solution is that I can separate this A and B. Okay, what I will do, I will just take another rung. Okay, I will make same input again. Okay, I will take same input addressing again. See, I will take another input and I will take here the output B. Okay, so output B here I have take input this addressing same, I will copy it here. Okay, I will take addressing of output B over here, simple. So I will remove this thing. Okay, so now this and this both are same push button, but it is latching output A separately and it is latching output B separately. So I have separated these two circuits. Now when I will press second push button, it will switch off output A. See, when first push button is pressed, see, both are on. When it force off, output A, B gets on. When second push button is pressed, output C gets on. See, this is now NO. So this is off. When second push button is pressed, C gets on and A gets off. So it is simple. So now you have separated this, so you can separately switch off output A. Okay, and the last part is when stop push button is pressed, all output gets off. So you can take stop push button in every circuit. Okay, so it will switch off the outputs. So let's make it, see, this is S stop. So you can take addressing of all stop same in every rung. Okay, so it will work as a stop push button. You can check. See, when start push button is pressed, A and B gets on. When second push button is pressed, C gets on and A gets off. And when stop push button is pressed, all outputs gets off. Okay, so this is one way of doing this question. Another way is if I want to take combined A and B, okay, in one rung. So like we were doing previously, if I want both in the same rung, so I don't want to separate A and B, so then what will be the solution? If I want to do it like this, then what will be the solution? I told you there is a problem. When I will force on this, C will get on and this input will break the circuit for A and B both. So what I will do, I will just latch it with B, not with A. Okay, now I am changing it with the B. Okay, please note down this step that I am changing it with B, because when B I am latching it with B, then I am taking it here also. I will also be doing one change. I am taking it here. So this is not the solution. I am just telling you how things are working. So how you have to think. When start push button is pressed, A, B gets on. When second push button is pressed, C gets on, C, and A gets off. When you release this, again A gets on, because this latch is again providing the supply to A. Okay, so this is also not the solution. You cannot put this input over here. So what is the solution? Solution is that you have to use this addressing of output over here. Okay, because this push button is again getting back to its position and it is again passing the supply to output A. So we want a permanent solution that will permanently stop the supply for output A. So that we can do with this output addressing over here, O0 colon 0.0/2. When I will take the addressing of output C always remains on, so it will switch off the output A permanently. See, when first push button pressed, output AB gets on, but you have to take latching with the B only, because you have to, B will remain on, because B will remain on. We only in the question it is written that output A gets off. It is not written that B gets off. Okay, so when you will press the second push button, see, C gets on. As C gets on, I have taken NC over here, so it becomes a no. As it becomes a no, it will stop the supply of, it will break the circuit of output A. So as long as this remains a no, output A will remain off. Okay, so when stop push button is pressed, both outputs gets off. So this is the solution of this question number 5. Okay, also you can make it in a single rung. You can take this parallel rung over here, okay, and you can make this whole rung in this parallel circuit. Okay, see, it will take just 2 minutes, so I will explain. You have to take this over here, so you don't have to take another rung. Okay, just compile, download, just force on. When start push button pressed, output AB gets on, see. Okay, but you have to take latch with the B, because B will remain on. When second push button is pressed, output C gets on and output A gets off, because I have taken NC of this output over here, so it will break the circuit of output A. When stop push button is pressed, all outputs gets off. So this is what I am teaching, is to create the logic. I am not teaching you right now a project, how you will handle project. Before handling a project, logic should be clear, how we are making a program. So once your logic is clear, then you can easily go for projects. Okay, I am getting messages that we want to learn some project, sir, please show us some project. Before doing project, your logic should be clear. So I am just taking you step by step, so that first you have to clear your logic. Then when your logic is clear, then whenever I will take on any project, I will show you any project, then you will understand easily that how we have to take a project, how we have to consider inputs and outputs, how then we have to write a logic. Okay, so for right now, we are just closing our class. Okay, I am leaving you with the next question. This is the question number 6. You can note down and you can practice this question. I will give the solution of this question in our next video tutorial. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. Okay, keep learning. Okay, keep practicing. So anybody interested in training, please call me or WhatsApp me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel. Also hit the bell icon for latest updates. Please give this video thumbs up and do share it with your friends. Also please comment below how do you like this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. I will definitely answer your questions. Thank you very much.